You mentioned that you have a Hispanic heritage.
Yes, I'm actually European. I'm born in Chile, Italian, Scottish, and Basque. So we have a lot of European heritage, but I've lived in the United States since I was a little girl. My father was a diplomat, grew up in Washington, D.C., so I grew up in the thick of it. I love that city. I just got back from the March for Trump. I was in the front row of the Supreme Court fighting for our president with all my strength. And I know deep in my heart, I know the truth will come out and he will prevail. Mark my words, there's no doubt about it.
As an alternative scenario, suppose he wins in court, and then the media riles the citizenry up to protest and demonstrate such that he has to declare martial law. What then?
You know what? Then he has to declare martial law because these people are incorrigible. What they did, Black Lives Matter, that Marxist movement, give me a break. They don't care about black people. They hate black people, starting with Biden. He's the biggest racist on the planet. The whole Democratic Party, they started the KKK. They were the first ones to be racist against blacks. And if they allow the BLM people to come out again, absolutely I would be for martial law. If you have to go to that extreme, that will happen. And you know what? No one should get in the way because these people are out of control. They allowed them to ruin our cities, burn down beautiful buildings, statues all over the country with no respect for this incredible country. They deserve to be locked up for 10 years, at least. And now they're telling us we can't protest out here? This is incredible. They're stepping all over the First Amendment. It's unbelievable what they have done. Passing laws here in the Beverly Hills Council that we're not allowed to gather? What is that all about? We can come out on the street all day long. It's the First Amendment. Freedom to assemble. Freedom of speech. It's just incredible how one-sided it is. But people see, don't worry, don't you worry. People see the truth. They see. They have two eyes that God gave them for a reason, to see everything clearly. So just be patient. Patience is a virtue. The truth is coming out, and it will definitely come out. We have actually till January 6th, which is the most beautiful day, the day of the three kings when they arrive with the gifts. You know that story? That's the 12 days of Christmas. On January 6th is the most special day when they arrive with the gifts for Jesus Christ. That'll be the day. That's the day that they have to really send the electors to the Electoral College in Washington. Everybody has to just be patient.
Do you see this as some kind of supernatural? Maybe I know Sidney Powell says it will be biblical in its result. Do you believe that we're living in some kind of a supernatural era?
The supernatural, I don't know about that, the supernatural. But deep in my heart, I'm very spiritual. I'm Catholic, Roman Catholic. I've always believed in God. And I truly, in 2016, when nobody was out here, nobody was assembling for Trump, I'd go out in my T-shirt, wear it proudly. My parents would get worried if I went out on the street. They're like, you're going to get hurt. I said, no. People come up to me and they tell me how much they love my shirt. I was standing up for Trump then. Back in 2016, I knew deep in my heart that it was bigger than just Trump. It was bigger than just the presidency. I truly believe he was sent. This was the messenger from God. And it might sound corny and all of that, but I truly believe this is bigger than all of us. And God is watching. Believe me, God is watching to all of these manifestations that are going on, and God sees the truth. And the truth is what matters. And so that's why I know for a fact that we're going to prevail. Because that always happens. You've seen all the things they did to him with the impeachment, with the Russia hoax, with Brett Kavanaugh. I cried my eyes out with what they were doing to this incredible guy who we grew up with. He grew up down the street from me. He went to school with my brother-in-law at Georgetown Prep. And what they did to him, his parents are the most wonderful people. They knew all of my parents' friends in Washington. What they did to him was such a disgrace. They will have to take that to their grave. What they have done and what they did to Clarence Thomas in 1991. And guess who was in charge of the Senate Judiciary Committee then? Karma has a way of coming back, let me tell you. Joe Biden was the head of the Judiciary Committee, and he tore Clarence Thomas tried to tear him apart. Clarence Thomas will never forget that. And now he's in charge of Georgia and that whole region. So you just wait and watch. It all comes back like a circle.
Do you think Donald Trump is here to save America?
I've heard of those, that people say that. Probably.
I don't mean save him for the church.
Perhaps. But Trump is an incredible person who has, I've never seen a person who has taken more in this world, and what he just never lets go. He's an incredible president and an incredible human being. Everyone should seriously have more respect, because it's unbelievable, the people that just forget that he's the president of the United States. Like the reporters, oh my God. The reporter from Reuters 2 days ago on Thanksgiving, what a disgrace of a human being. Talking to the president of the United States like that. He should be appalled. He should be taken out of the journalism. These people aren't journalists. They should get their, whatever it is their titles taken away.
What's your greatest concern about the incoming if the Biden administration comes in?
They're not. I can't even answer that question, because he's not going to be president. You can't cheat, be a pedophile, and cheat and lie and steal. He's done it all, okay? You cannot have somebody like that president. 80 million votes. Please save it. Save the stories. You're lying to the people. That is a complete farce. He couldn't even get 20 votes if he wanted. Okay, 80 million votes. He was going to get more votes than Barack Hussein Obama? I don't think so. I don't think so. And that president was the worst president this country's ever had.
Well, they're on the verge of resuming power.
They're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. You can ask me that question a million times. They're not going to get into power. It will not happen. And Trump is not going to concede. So until he is sworn in, you just watch. So they can wait all day until they're blue in the face thinking they're going to get into power. He can start selecting his cabinet, and now we're seeing the true colors of how he would have really governed. Look at all the leftists. All these lobbyists, all these people who have ulterior motives. All they want to do is steal the money from the American people. We've already seen what they've done. Now he wants to put Janet Yellen in charge of the Treasury so they can really ruin the country again. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Not from Trump, and not from all 74. You know who got 80 million? Trump. Trump got 80 million, more than every president in the history of the United States. Thank you so much. I appreciate the interview. It's such a pleasure to meet you. Thank you.